So hi there, Sam. Welcome to my showcase blab. I think that I've got used to this now, but I'm not sure. How many times have you been on here?
Um, this will be my third blab.
So you're an expert almost.
Everyone is different.
So I'm just going to introduce myself to start with. I know you know who I am, but if anybody else is going to log in, I am Sarah Ann Negus, and I'm the Healer's Healer, a modern day shaman. I've been running a series of showcases for other healers and energy workers. I host a group called the Healing Club and another group called the Spiritual Entrepreneur Resource. Now, these groups are based in the spirit of collaboration, which is what these blabs are for. It's basically to say hi to all of the guys on my groups and let them talk about what they do. So shine a little bit of a light on the world of healing. And today I have the lovely Samantha Bearden with me. So I'm just going to hand over to you, Sam. Say hi to everybody and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Samantha Bearden, and I am coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, one of my most favorite places in the whole wide world. What I do here and also in the web world is I do energetic kinesiology and 12 through 24 strand DNA activation. I have a program that I do that as well. And I know kinesiology, everybody's like, what's kinesiology? And basically the basis is that we are innately well beings. We have the knowledge within ourselves to be able to heal ourselves. And sometimes if we have a blockage anywhere, it could be physical, mental, spiritual, we sometimes need a little bit of a reminder. And so what I do with energetic kinesiology is I can do it anywhere in the world. And I just use my muscle test. I use the energy and I test different parts of your body for mineral deficiencies, if there's a physical ailment, or if there's any kind of blocks. Then we go a little bit deeper, and that's when I tap into source energy or whoever my guides are at that time to help me heal you and help you heal yourself.
Okay. So you also mentioned 12-strand DNA healing. So tell me a little bit more about that, Sam. What does that entail?
Well, that came to me because I got into kinesiology on the online, in the online forum, because I had been watching Sherry Hemstreet, who was a friend of mine for several years ago, and I was loving what she was doing. And I know this is going to get long-winded, but I'm going to get up to the 12-strand DNA. Mm-hmm. And I just loved what she was doing. And so I finally reached out to her, and we were talking, and we got down to the fact that I do kinesiology. And she was like, girl, you can do kinesiology online. You can help people heal themselves, can't you? And I said, I don't know. Let me check into that. So I started to just go further and deeper into myself. And I just wanted to help people on a deeper level. It meant so much to me to be able to help people access their greatness. And so since it's Woo Woo Wednesday,
yes.
Yeah. I had a woo woo moment, and it blew my mind. And I had a conversation with Archangel Uriel and Metatron, and they told me, like, you're going to do this 12-strand DNA activation program. This is how it's going to go down. This is how you're going to do it. And I didn't ask any questions. I just said, okay. And I just started going for it. And then, it just kept developing, and they kept working with me. And then obviously I had the opportunity to work with you to help, fine tune those gifts. And so the 12-strand DNA activation is another way to basically remind us of our greatness. It's we were born with this perfection, but it's hidden inside of us because we came down.
We hide it.
Yes, right, we do. And all the battles that we go through, they're inner battles. They're battles that have been going on. They're inner battles. But when you unlock that 12-strand DNA, you automatically have this connection to your higher self, to higher realms, and to unity consciousness. And it creates a space of like love and joy. It allows you to operate from that space. And so that's what I do when I do 12-strand.
Sounds amazing. People must.
I love it. I love it.
I bet. So you've talked a little bit about coming online with kinesiology. Was it merely the lovely Sherry Hemstreet who took you down that road? I mean, what was your inspiration to be online?
Oh, I have always been online. I do believe that it's our future, and even more with these blabs and these periscopes and these ways to connect. Even it's energy. It's all energy. We're connecting energetically, even though we can't touch each other. And and human touch is amazing, as you know. But I've always been an entrepreneur, and I've always dabbled in things that moved me, and I felt I could be good at this. But it wasn't something that resonated with my heart, with my calling. And so what did resonate with my calling was doing kinesiology and healing. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I'm going to give it a whirl. I mean, I know that I've done phone kinesiology and healed people that way. So, I just got into the whole energetic part of it. And that's why I decided to bring my presence online, which I love doing. I love it. It's expanded my business. It's expanded my reach. It helps me reach tons more people than I could if you came to my house.
Yeah. Now I'm sitting here and I'm being told to go off of my plan. Okay. So particularly Archangel Uriel is saying, ask Sam if she is a kinesiologist still, or is she based in kinesiology and has she moved on?
I am based in kinesiology, and he knows. I still use it sometimes when I second guess myself. I'll go like this real quick I know the answer. And yes, I still do. I fall back on it, but I am a healer. I am a source healer, and I'm grateful that kinesiology led me into that, because for some people, they like to see that fact. They want to see it. So I find that it helps me, but no, I'm a healer and not based in kinesiology. The kinesiology led me into that.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I love that. And I resonate with that as well, because Pilates was my way in. So
I love Pilates.
I kind of still use it. I use movement a lot with people. So it is nice to hold on to stuff that people recognize. You can use it as disguise sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes people calm down and feel very comfortable. So I get that you use it as an introduction, but I can feel that you're very much more than someone that works in that modality.
Yes, I am. And also using that modality, I know it actually keeps me in my three-dimensional body, which we're working towards the crystalline, identifying with our crystalline body so that we can elevate to the fifth, sixth, seventh dimension. So I do realize that it holds me back because it ties me to this earth. But I'm working on it.
Yeah, and everything comes in its own time, Sam. Gosh, you've really moved forward so quickly. I mean, we just met when? October?
What month is this? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I reached out when I first started this. I had a vision of you. All these visions were coming to me. There was a lot of download that was coming in when I first started, and I reached out to you because that's all I knew to do. And I didn't know what I was going to get. I just said, I have to reach out to you. I have to work with you.
Well, you made that happen. So, we do know each other. We have worked together. And I've seen you move forwards very quickly and open up to your gifts. I think there's still very much more to come, as for all of us, I hope. But say you didn't know me. I'd come to you. Tell me what your work would do for me. Now, I understand kinesiology. You've explained a bit about the DNA, but tell me what it's going to do for me in my life, in my daily life.
I'm going to take what you're working on, what you're currently working on, because anyone who comes to me is working on themselves. They want help. And I'm going to take that help that they just can't seem to go inside and find and bring it out.
Right.
So I'm going to take you on a deeper journey inside of yourself, however deep. I never know what it's going to look like. They always give me something different, when I work with people. Sometimes I get really nervous because they tell me like at the last minute, and I'm so much like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing today. But it comes, but say not knowing you, or just say we're friends and you're like, I didn't know that you did that. I would say, and you might say, I'm working with a therapist right now and I'm working on all this, stuff, these issues that I've had. And I'm like, I will take you deeper and we will get those out. We will take that out, and in place of that, we will plant a seed of love and abundance and prosperity, just a little seed so that you have that to hold on to.
Mm-hmm. What happens if I'm kind of comfortable with my wound?
Yeah, I know about that.
Me too. I've got a coat. Like to wear it.
Yeah, I love that coat. That's my favorite. It would be a gentle process. I would go around. That's when my kinesiology comes in, because I'll ask, like, can I remove it right now? Do we need to like work around it a different way? I just will approach it from a different way, because people are their energy that shows up is protective. We start out being protective and not really open. And I've had those people that they're not giving you much, and you're kind of like, you want them to give you more. And then, finally you just ask a question and it clicks and out it comes.
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable with it, then we'll talk. It's not ever surfacey. I don't like to talk surfacey. I don't like to waste your time or my time. It'll get a little bit deeper, but I always say is, if you're open to the healing, you're going to get the healing. And the more that you open yourself up, the more that the healing comes in. So you might be open up this much, but then next week you're like this much, and the healing just keeps coming and coming and coming.
So it's like you take your clients on a journey to trust themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
I get that. Yeah. So we've talked here a little bit about why you came online, why you started to work further on, deeper than kinesiology, and who your guides are. Tell me, what have been your moments of epiphany along the way that have probably been a bit surprising, a bit difficult,
mm-hmm.
made you jump out your skin, but pushed you on your healing journey, pushed you on to step into your potential?
Mm-hmm.
What have they been?
Well, when the 12-strand DNA activation program came to me, it was like I jumped out of bed and I don't even remember writing everything. I was just like so excited. Like, I found my calling. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to take this. I'm going to help people, yay. And,
you excited? Are you sure?
Yeah, I know. And then my son broke his leg. My 3-year-old son broke his femur, which I have 3 children that have never broken anything and never been in the hospital except for being born and coming from the hospital. Yeah. But anyway, so like right then it all halted, and there was a lot of, there was a lot of processing for me in my head. It was, the child was not with me when he broke his leg. I had to work through this anger, and I was like, am I going to be able to do this program? I mean, like, why would this happen now? Am I not supposed to do this? So at that moment, I went through a lot and processed a lot. And then during the healing process of my son, I actually did a DNA activation on him, which helped him heal quicker. And, the doc, and they're children anyway, and he already came with that information. So that was one time. And I was like, okay, cool. And I started to get back into the groove of things. And then, another one came up where I had this other program that, that I was developing, and that came up like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden I had something really big to clear out of myself that I'd been holding on physically for a long time, and I didn't know what it was. And I had that clearing, and that it put me in the hospital because I was so ill. So then I was like, okay, am I supposed to be doing this, or am I not supposed to be doing what I'm doing? But I know that I'm supposed to be doing this particular work. So those are my 2 epiphany moments. Like, it was a little scary. Like, I wasn't afraid to die when that happened to me. I was just like, this is it. And I looked at it from the other side, and I was like, this is it. This is really it.
Yeah. I recognize those moments, but you've had two quite close together, and I imagine they made you stop and took you out of your life, out of your everyday life, and made you just sit with yourself.
Which was hard.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me to sit with myself, especially after I had connected with my guides and found my purpose, and was, just working on healing people and healing myself while I'm healing people. And then to just constantly be told by my guides, like, don't go up here, you sit with you. And I was like, I had this moment where I was like, well, who am I if I'm not doing this thing, So it was very challenging, but I asked for it because I really believe in what I'm doing. I really know that I can help people, and I know that it's not, it's not all sunshine and roses. And we as healers, like, the wounded healer, we have our own wounds to heal. We're human. We do the same thing just like everybody else.
Yeah. From my point of view, watching you as a friend and colleague, I know that when we first started working together, one of the things that you had was that you spent so much time up there. You love it. You're very connected. But that connection struggles when you're not in your body, when you're not grounded. And I know that we've done quite a lot of work on that. And it sounds to me like your guides have made you stay in the physical, because it's in the physical that you have to do this work.
Right.
So how do you keep your energy clear, grounded? How do you keep the health of your professional status? What's your process?
This is a loaded question.
Always.
I have been given this gem of a meditation that I absolutely love. It's called the therapeutic frame. And then also the healer's grid. And honestly, that's what I do. I do your therapeutic frame, which I love. I know that there'll be a point when I can set it up like that, but I actually love the journey of that. And then going to the healer's grid and being placed exactly where my clients need me to be, and then coming down and grounding. That was another thing that I really, really, really love, was the grounding, the going into Gaia, the giving her that energy, because she sustains us, so also like when we reactivate our DNA, we are reactivating the Earth's DNA, like we are moving together.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
I love that it means so much to you and that it has made such a difference.
Oh my God, best thing. I love it.
Even if you weren't using that, it wouldn't matter. It was, it is a genuine question about how do you do it. Lots of people have lots of different ways, but I absolutely adore that you have connected so much with the Healer's Power Grid there.
Yeah, and if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. That works for me.
Yeah,
it works really well. And I've done, I have had several different meditations, and I resonate with that one, and it helps me help my clients, and it's just amazing. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you for talking about it. So your journey has been fast so far.
Yeah.
They're giving you kind of a real old shove through. I think it's because 2015 was definitely a year of change, and it was a year of emergence. Mm-hmm. Everyone that is here to serve has had to shed a lot of skin. They've had to shed a lot of old energy and really step into their potential and their own power. And I've seen it. I've had to. And I'm seeing it across the board with all of my clients and the people that I come into contact with. So 2016 is coming up fast. What is your vision for your business? Where do you see yourself positioning yourself? Where do you see your work going?
I see it's actually developing even into a bigger spectrum and program. I'm also developing an activation for children where I use sacred geometry, and I've contacted Val because I want her to do my coloring book. It's such a most beautiful program ever. I'm really excited.
Val Cripps.
Yes, Val Cripps.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she's all about it. But I see the children that are here, that have come here. I see that they've just been misjudged. They've been shoved around and overly medicated. And we just don't understand them. We're raising our awareness, but we're still using antiquated ways to take care of our children. And so this program that I'm talking about doing is a combination of the activating of the children and the parent, and so that they can understand that the children that are here, that are come here, they came with this information. They came here to help. They came here to help expand, our planet, to help us reach higher, to go higher. And so that's a program that I'm really super excited about working on in 2016. And right before that, I had Mary Magdalene is one of my guides. I love her. She just always comes to me. She came to me the other night and she gave me a prayer, and so to do, and also like it's a special kind of, I'm creating it today, a special kind of like smudging, where we just usher out all of the negative energy like in our spaces that have been hanging around. We just transmute that with love, let it go back to wherever it came from or wherever it wants to go. And then, create the space for 2016 to really just boost us up in love and joy.
Is that what you're going to be doing on the 22nd of December?
Mm-hmm. That's part of it, yes.
Sounds amazing.
That's part of it. I'll tell you about that later offline. But that's something that I'm creating right now, because I have people here that I'll go smudge their house like before the end of the year. Yeah. But this is a different one because she's, it's a special prayer that she's given for me to say as I go do it. So I'm really excited about that. But for next year, my intention when we do the 22nd is going to be working on this sacred geometry and, parent-child program.
Okay. Sounds amazing, Sam.
Mm.
Thank you. very much for joining me today and chatting all about your work. I hope that lots of people that come and watch it actually connect with you, because what you're doing is amazing and can help so many people lift their vibration, which is what it's all about, particularly as we come to the new year in these few weeks I think up until the next full moon in January. We've got like a time frame here with which to really accelerate. So let's get this video out there and get people seeing what you do and hearing what you do from your own lips.
Thanks. And also, you're 22nd, and then you have that program from the 22nd to the 25th.
Yeah.
I'm in on that, girl.
The full moon?
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be such a powerful week. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's the 24th, 25th, and 26th. It's a 3-day meditation, because the full moon is on Christmas Day for the first time since 1977. And it won't happen again until 2034.
Wow.
So it's a really special time. And you know, since the 12th of December, we've been being bathed in love from the archangels. They come so close to the earth and really they work with us in terms of sending love and compassion around the earth, which is what this season's all about.
Yep.
So just a little ending here. Sam is going to be joining me on the 22nd of December for the Healing Club group meditation, and it's the winter solstice. So it's all about planting your seeds of intention with the universe for 2016. It's a very special day because it's so dark. It means you come right down inside yourself and really are so firm and strong about what you're wanting to draw in for your life. So I do hope anyone watching this video till the end will come and join me and Sam on the 22nd of December. If you want to find out how to join us, you want to come to the Healing Club group, which I'm just going to write down there. And Sam, if you can put all of your website and your Facebook page.
I can type. I've never done this part.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see, you can put all your stuff in.
I did it.
And then I'm going to, she said if I can do that, I'm going to put the Healing Club group link. There we go.
Yeah. Yes, y'all join us on the 22nd for sure. It's going to be good.
It is. We've already got about 25 people coming and joining on. So the more people that we can have, the higher the energy will be, the higher the vibration will be.
Yep.
So get on it. We're going to
get your friends on it. We're closing out this year, and next year is going to be amazing. And this on the 22nd that we're going to be doing is really going to set the tone.
So thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm going to stop the recording and say goodbye to everyone, and thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye, guys.